95% of traders lose because of this one thing, and without it, you are deemed to fail automatically. Struggling as a trader is very, very normal. But the real question is, can this one thing actually help you become a successful day trader? You're not losing trades because of bad setups. You're not losing trades because the market is rigged. The market is not even against you. The truth is, there is one single thing holding you back from becoming a successful trader. And today I'm gonna help you face it, break it down, and get it out of here. After dealing with this myself for almost 3 full years, trading, blowing funnels, over 60 plus accounts blown, sleepless nights, I've decided to make this video that takes me hours to edit so I can help you become a professional trader with professional profits. Essentially, what that brings me to next is how we're going to overcome fear. Let me give you an example of how I did it. One of the main things I was fearful of is losing my accounts. When I actually would pass a challenge or have a personal account, I was very timid and very fearful in the execution that I had to do and trades I needed to take to actually push that account ahead and grow my profits a lot bigger than what they are. So essentially what I had to do was write it down. Hey, what are my fears? What am I feeling during these moments? Map out my emotions and go from there. This is something I did. I would really write down, hey, I'm fearful of X, and then I would synonym it, flip the switch and flip it on his back and say, I am confident in this. I am this and this. This is what you need to do. This is a simple example. Now let's go into some more that can help you right now. The first thing you need to do is understand that fear is a part of trading. Accept it. Understand that it's going to come up. Again, we are emotional human beings. You need to understand where your focus is. If your focus is on the fear, then that's what you're going to see. It's only false things appearing rare. You just need to focus on the things that you can control, like your discipline, like following your system, like journaling your trades, like back testing, collecting data, all these things. That's what you need to focus on. So accept it, understand it as a part of trading, and then we will eliminate it completely with the next principle. Listen, to finish everything up, success in trading is not about avoiding fear. It's about mastering it. It's about mastering it. The way you master fear is you master yourself. You put yourself through pain. You work on yourself every day. You grow. You get more confident. Your confidence and self-confidence comes from doing the things that you say you are going to do. Build the character trait of discipline. Build the character trait of resilience. Have work ethic. Grind it out and understand when these things come, nothing can stop you. Fear can't stop you. God got you. Let's get it. The next thing is risk management, and it's something that I harp on non-stop. The truth is, when you actually feel fear, it's just because you're over risking a trade. Some people think they could put more money on the table, but they are not ready to accept that risk. You have to be truly willing to accept that risk, and you must dial down that risk in order for you to scale it up so you can keep your mental together, so you can learn how to process these things, so you can build trust in your strategy. Once you build trust in your strategy, then you can slowly up the risk. Then you can start to take a little bit more, make bigger numbers, and earn bigger numbers. Now, before we go deeper into how we're going to kill fear, we need to understand the impact of fear and what it does to us. Listen, the harsh truth is fear will shrink your profits and magnify your losses. It will not allow you to see the big wins, and it will allow you to see these large losses that you don't really want to incur. For example, I had a trade about 2 weeks ago, and this trade was a beautiful trade. On my live funded account, I had already taken profit and made like $400 or $500 on the day. It was a beautiful setup, and what I did was 2 seconds before my trade entry actually approached, I closed out the account because it was, one, I wasn't being patient enough to allow it to come to my entry, but two, I didn't actually want to give back any profit that I already made for the day. I took that trade on the challenge, and that trade actually profited over $2,400 on that challenge, which I'm not saying it would have been $2,400 on my personal, but what it could have been was something around $500 more or $1,000 more. Fear actually stopped me, and this is something I gotta work on. So you are not the only one that's dealing with it. This is just the harsh truth of having fear, moving with fear, and feeling like you can't actually execute or stick to something because you're afraid to lose, or because you don't want to miss out, or because you don't want to look bad. Take the risk. But before we continue, we have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for me so you can become a professional trader with professional profits. Again, man, I know fear isn't just in your head, it's in your body. You feel it in your guts, you feel it in your heart, your hands start to shake, and this is when it takes over you. And what you need to understand is, as human beings, we are emotional human beings. The number one rule as a trader is you need to control your emotions. If you cannot control your emotions and you allow fear to take over, fear doesn't allow us to actually think and react rationally. It allows us to go into an emotional state where we're irrational and we make crazy impulse decisions. Instead of actually taking the right move, you'll hesitate, you'll overtrade, trade. You'll revenge trade. You'll blow an account that was just up. You'll let a green trade go red. These are the things that you want to avoid, and this is how we're going to conquer fear today. Hey, listen, let's call it what it is. Fear of missing out, fear of blowing the account, fear of missing the trade. For you, it may be something as blowing the account or losing out on money. Or maybe it's the simple fear of pulling the trigger after you missed out on a quality trade or took a loss, and now you sabotage yourself without actually executing on the plan that you set out that works perfectly. But here's the thing about fear. Everybody faces it. Everybody, not just traders, entrepreneurs, or anybody, people, normal people in a regular day life. Everybody faces fear. To me, fear is actually an indicator. It allows me to understand, like, hey, we may be going the right way. Hey, this might be something that can challenge us, challenge our identity so we can actually develop. The big difference between those who stay stuck and those who make it big or get where you want to go is they deal with it a lot differently. And that's exactly what I'm going to break down for you right now. The only reason I'm bringing this to you is because it's something I went through. I know exactly what it feels like to sit at your screen all day, staring at the charts, not knowing if you should enter, if you should get in, why should you get in, fearing the loss, all kinds of things that go through our mind. What if I blow my account? What if what if I lose out on making some money? What if I don't get funded and it stops right before I actually cross the finish line? This one thing held me hostage year after year. Even after I started to see some success, I began to self-sabotage and bring myself right back to where I was because of fear. Now, this one is my favorite, and it's systematic execution. You know why this is my favorite? Is because it's something I did. I literally had to take my strategy or all the information I had and put it into a checklist. That checklist gave me a simple tactic where I could just look at every day, either check off those items. Now I'm to the point where I don't have to check off anything. I know what I'm looking for. As long as I have 3 out of the 7 things or 4 out of the 7 things, except time, then we are a go. If we don't have everything, we can't take it. It's very simple. And also, I know exactly what I'm looking at on the charts before I even take an entry. So I know what I'm looking for. I don't build a bias. I understand where my system will go in effect. If price got to this point, my system will be in effect, and if we see what we need to see, we go from there. So build out a systematic approach. Write down, where's my entries, where's my exit, what do I want to target in my trades, what do I like to see when I enter trades. Go collect data, go back test, and understand what you like, understand yourself, and also back test those emotions. Understand how you feeling during these trades. If you don't got a back testing system, you can use TradingView if you pay for it, or you can use FX Replay. Both are amazing. I've used both. FX Replay is a lot better because it gives you a P&L statement, and you could go from there. Listen, team, if this hit home for you, drop a comment below right now. Tell me about the biggest fear you are facing and how you are gonna overcome it. And we have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and make sure you hit the like button so this video can get out to more people like yourself trying to learn and grow. Use fear as a tool, not a roadblock. When I shifted my mind and understood that I could utilize my fear, use it as an indicator, and tackle it, then things changed for me. I was able to stick to things. I was able to develop my plan like a proper professional trader. So that's why you are here on this channel now, to become a professional trader with professional profits.